What's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marshall with another boxing video. I was listening to some videos on the YTB yesterday. I ran across Be Real Boxing's video. Great channel, man. The gentleman Shammy, he got a great channel, got some great content. Y'all should go listen to his videos. So, I was there checking out his videos, and he had one video talking about the reason why Amir Khan won't fight Kell Brook. And he basically gave his reasons as well as Amir Khan's reasons, basically saying Amir Khan doesn't want to give the man Kell Brook a payday because he basically doesn't like him. And, basically, I'm paraphrasing, basically, saying the man is going to struggle for the rest of his life, especially after boxing, because he's making mediocre paydays, maybe 200,000 at most. I don't know if that's pounds or US dollars. But to the average man, that ain't mediocre. But in Kell Brooks in the sport where if you're seeing guys like Amir Khan making $13 million for that fight on May 7th against Canelo, of course he wants to get in that mix to get those big paydays. So according to I think from the gist of what I got from Sham from Be Real Boxing's video, he's basically co-signing or maybe agreeing. I might be mistaken. Maybe I ain't hear correctly, but it's basically, I don't know. Maybe he is defending the fact that Amir Khan doesn't want to fight Kell Brook because he doesn't want to give him that big payday. And because he's a rival, he just doesn't like him. That's why he doesn't want to give him the payday and get to fight Kell Brook. Well, I look at this situation basically like, back in the day, a guy like Mike McCollum. Mike McCollum's a great, he's a legend in my opinion, and in many guys' opinion. He's a guy, he's in the Boxing Hall of Fame. He's a guy who was a 3-division champion, you know what I'm saying? He paid his dues. But the fights he ain't get in the 90s, he ain't get the fights with guys like I said in the 90s, excuse me, in the 80s with the great four of the 80s, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and Roberto Duran. And if he did, if he did get to fight any of these guys, we would be talking about Mike McCollum in the same breath as those guys. He definitely would be. It would be, instead of like the great four, it'd be the great five. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know what I mean? Now, the man Mike McCollum, he clamored for all these fights. He wanted to fight Hagler, Hearns, Sugar Ray, Duran, you know what I'm saying? The man, he wanted to fight Tommy Hearns, he used to spar with Tommy Hearns up in the Kronk gym, you know what I'm saying? But he was a guy, for the most part would get the upper hand on Tommy Hearns. So Emmanuel Stewart ain't want Mike McCollum fighting him, you know what I'm saying? You check it, a guy like Mike McCollum was giving all these guys in that Kronk gym work, from Milton McCory, Tommy Hearns, these guys. You check it. So he never got to fight with what's his name, with Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? And you could even go listen to the man, what's his name, Dante's Boxing Nation. Go listen to his videos. He has a video of Mike McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Talking about guys like Marvin Hagler. He's talking about, Marvin Hagler was a guy. They met out. In recent years or not too long ago, they met up at there was at a WBC convention, and Marvin Hagler, you know what I'm saying, basically came to Mike McCollum and basically told him, "I respect you." The man Mike McCollum looked at this man like he's crazy and basically asked the man Marvin Hagler, "If you respect me, then why didn't you fight me?" You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. They're in boxing. They have to fight each other in order to make money. You check it. Let's say like a guy like Rigondeaux, for example. If nobody wants to fight him, how will he earn any paydays? How will he even earn a dollar if he doesn't get any fights with the guys, with anybody? You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the same kind of theory for Mike McCollum. You check it, and it's going to relay back to Kell Brook in a sec. Just hold tight. You know what I mean? Now, you check it, the man, Mike McCollum told Hagler, "If you'd respect me, you would have given me them fights." You know what I mean? So, the man, you could tell Mike McCollum's still bitter after the fact, 30 plus years later, or just about 30 years. That stuff still haunts him, and he probably still thinks about it often because, he was in the same caliber as those fighters. You know what I'm saying? At least, he proved it, even though he ain't getting the ring with these guys. Who knows what would have happened, you know what I'm saying? And then a guy like Roberto Duran, the guy Roberto Duran was, you know what I'm saying? He got the belt from a guy named Davey Moore from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Davey Moore, he ain't even have 20 fights before he got that WBA junior middleweight championship. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of green, and he stepped into the ring with Roberto Duran. Now, Davey Moore's challenge, number one contender for his belt was Mike McCollum, the body snatcher. You know what I'm saying? So Roberto Duran finagled his way with the WBA, and he paid Mike McCollum some step aside money with the agreement that if he whoever wins between Davey Moore and Roberto Duran will face a number one contender, which is Mike McCollum. Davey Moore went on to get destroyed by Roberto Duran. He ruined that man's career. And guess what? The man Mike McCollum is now the number one contender. That man Roberto Duran didn't keep his word. You check it. He vacated the WBA junior middleweight strap to go on and fight who? Tommy Hearns for the WBC. Tommy Hearns at the time was the WBC and lineal champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? At light middleweight. You check it. So he ain't get to fight him. Now the man, of course, got to be bitter. He got to be, he got to feel some kind of way about that. Why? Because these guys are not fighting him. The man Sugar Ray Leonard said, "I'm not going to fight Mike McCollum. Mike McCollum beat my brother There's according to Mike McCollum on that Dante's interview. He said, Sugar Ray Leonard's brother, what's his name, Roger Leonard, got beat by Mike McCollum in the amateurs in like 1976. Now you check it." As a man, Sugar Ray Leonard should be like, man, that man Mike McCollum beat my brother. I'm going to come for his head. I got to avenge my brother's loss. I mean, it's only natural, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't want no parts of the body snatcher. He said, oh, that man beat my brother. I ain't fighting him. You check it. The man Mike McCollum finally got a fight with a guy like Donald Curry. You check it. Donald Curry was being advised by Sugar Ray Leonard before the fight, man. Don't fight Mike McCollum. Don't fight that guy. And he basically told Donald Curry, yo, if you beat Mike McCollum, I'll fight you next. Mike McCollum he knocked out Donald Curry. You check it, and the man Sugar Ray Leonard ain't give the man a rematch. Not a rematch, he ain't fight Mike McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't fight Mike McCollum even though Mike McCollum beat Curry? Seemed like it was kind of personal. Maybe that man Sugar Ray Leonard was like, man, I ain't giving that yardie no chance. I ain't putting no money in his pocket. You check it? Now, I say that to say this. It all correlates back to a guy like Kell Brook and Amir Khan situation. Well, who is Amir Khan to say I'm not going to give that man a payday? You check it. The man Kell Brook could do what he wants in boxing right now. He might be getting a fight with Jesse Vargas and Unify. That's another bargaining chip. If he beats Vargas, he'll have 2 belts. You check it, so his stock will only rise, and he probably might if Amir Khan doesn't want to fight him. And don't tell me because he doesn't want to give him a payday. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I know Be Real TV is close to the guys like Amir Khan, and he would probably know better than me. I'm just from the outside looking in. But from the way I see it, he don't want to fight Kell Brook because he know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? He going to get knocked out. And I said that before. I said that before he got knocked out on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? On May 7th. I just don't see. And Amir Khan knows this. I just don't see him beating Kell Brook. Sure, Kell Brook has fought some mediocre opponents ever since beating Sean Porter. He ain't knocked Sean Porter out, but who does? Who's knocked out Sean Porter? You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a response to Be Real TV. Great channel. I listen to almost all his videos. You know what I'm saying? And this is by no means a disrespectful video or a diss video. I ain't about that on the YTBC. It's just a response to the fact that I think Amir Khan is I think that's BS given that reason, saying he the man is going to struggle for the rest of his life. That's why I'm not going to give him a payday. That's ridiculous, man. This is boxing, you know what I'm saying? The fans want to see it. If the fans want to see it, why not give it to the fans? I mean, the man has an IBF strap. And, be real, boxing, he tried to, basically tried to diminish the fact that the man is a title holder. Well, he's a title holder and Amir Khan is not. Think about that. The Amir Khan hasn't been a title holder since 2011. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time ago, my friend. You check it. The man Kell Brook, even though I don't agree, but he's on the top 10. He's number 10 on the Ring magazine pound for pound list. Amir Khan is probably not even on the top 50. I mean, let's be real. I'm not even trying to diss the man Amir Khan, but the man Amir Khan, some things he says, I mean, he's done a lot of talking ever since he got knocked out, talking about he wants Bradley or Pacquiao or this guy. Why not fight Kell Brook? Huh? Why not fight Kell Brook? Why don't you, that's a fight that we'd love to see. That's a fight, even regardless if Amir Khan got KO'd and put to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We'd still like to see that fight. So, in my opinion, I think that's a bogus reason for not fighting Kell Brook, just because he doesn't like him and he's a rival. I'm sure it's a big domestic fight in the UK. UK boxing fans been wanting to see it. So, I think that's a weak reason. So, this is just my response to Be Real Boxing. Like I said, by no means a diss. It's just, I don't agree with Amir Khan's reason for not giving Kell Brook a payday, And really and truly, Kell Brook's trajectory is I see him going further at this point in time of his career than Amir Khan. I mean, let's be real, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's the name of Be Real Boxing. Let's Be Real Boxing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, Be Real's a smart gentleman, man. He's a intelligent guy. I like his videos, you know what I'm saying? But, I just had to, when I heard this video and it really disturbed me, man. It really had me thinking of guys like Mike McCollum, you know what I'm saying? He never got those big super fights in the 80s with these guys. Why? Because these guys probably know Mike McCollum would have beat him, you know what I'm saying? You check it. I know for a fact he would have beat Duran. He probably would have beat Tommy Hearns. Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler, I got to think more about that. Maybe not Marvin Hagler. He might have got Sugar Ray too. You never know. The fear factor was there after he seen what he did to his brother. Alright, y'all. That's my video, man. If you got any comments about it, let me know. And I hope Be Real TV hears this video. And I hope he gives me his thoughts as well. Alright, it's B Marsh Boxing. Thanks for listening. Hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And thanks for listening again. One.